Hello everyone, I'm here the Bard, my pronouns are they, them, and welcome back to my channel. We're going to be doing episode 2 of Stardew Valley on mobile. So, today is the 4th of spring, year 1. We have a little bit of stuff to do still. Looks like a crow got at one of my crops. Fine. So, I have to decide what to do today. Let's see here. I think today is going to be a chop down trees day, probably. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna clear out the farm a little bit more. Let's see. Organize this. Yeah, because the mines open up tomorrow. So does the community center. So I have to find more forageables. I have to go and figure out if I can find a leak for that. And I need to give someone a gift. Come on, give me one of these. There we go. Because I only wanted one. Yeah, so we're gonna go do some forageables. Critical Role is starting soon, so I'm gonna try and just get through 3 days. So that I can watch that. And by then, it should be done with commercials, and I can go watch some of that. Now, Stardew romance options. It's a little bit early to start thinking about that, especially because right now I am trying to get friendship points with Caroline. Yeah, so I only need like 2 points with Caroline. I do also need to get 2 with Marnie. I really don't care about getting everyone at full hearts or anything like that. But it would be great. It'd be great if I could have... This isn't going to work for me, is it? There we go. Okay. That is not what I was clicking on. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to focus on getting those few points that I want. And then later I will focus on romance options. But you can feel free to comment down below who you think the best romance options are. I'm gonna be totally honest and tell you the truth that I'm probably going to end up romancing either Leah or Elliot. I had to think of his name. Wow. Those are just like... He's not actually one of my favorite characters, but I do want to try romancing her again just because it has been a while since I have. But with that being said, and the music's starting to go. Yeah, I think I keep starting sentences and then stopping it because I'm just like way too distracted right now. I was going to say that my favorite characters for romanceable options specifically. So for the male characters, it's Elliot because there's just something about someone who's like emotionally available and emotionally like there's something really nice about someone who's being like, oh, you're the love of my life, you're amazing, like all of that stuff. Like I love that. How would this volume? I feel like this volume is too loud. What do I save? Do I need to save? No, I'm good. Okay. But yeah, there's just something really nice about a man that is like emotionally available, emotionally attached to you. Will say all kinds of lovey-dovey things. Like I love Elliot's letters. I think that is all amazing. I think it's all very sexy. That is to say. Anyways, so that's why I really like him. And then my favorite female character though is Mara. Like Mara's 100% my type. In real life, she's like nerdy and funny and cute and just like all sorts of like cool, whimsical things that I like. And also like aesthetically, she's also kind of my type. Like, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you know, like when I'm attracted to women, it is a specific kind of woman, you know? I'm gonna plant these. But we can definitely talk about like the other characters and why I like or do not like each of them. So let's talk about that. There's Shane. Shane makes me sad, honestly. Shane's just like sad boy energy. There definitely would have been a time in my life where I would have been like, oh yeah, Shane's great because that's like he is me, you know. But that being said, just like I don't know, I've grown up a lot and I think that that's like no longer something that I find attractive. I no longer find people who are like toxic attractive. Not to say that Shane is like super toxic or anything. He's pretty fine as far as like toxic traits go. He's not super toxic. I don't know how else to say that. I'm just trying to say that there are traits that I don't like in him because they are things that I grew up being those things, you know? Hey look, it's Mara. Let's say hi to her. That's cool. But yeah. There's just certain things that are attractive and unattractive. Now, who else is there? Sam. nothing remarkable to say about him. He is like kind of a band geek, I guess. Like, I don't know. I feel like we all knew that person in high school who was like in band and they were like very into music and they had started like a rock group or a punk group. Oh, look, I needed these. I'm gonna have to go home and then come back for them. Yeah, I feel like we all knew someone who was like that, and like that can be attractive to specific people. Just, I don't know if it's my thing necessarily. And then, of course, there is Abigail. I mean, listen, everyone wants a hot goth girlfriend, so whatever, it's fine. I think that she's great. I know that there's like a subset of people who would like die for Abigail, and then there's just me over here being like, yeah, I guess she's hot, like whatever. There's Haley. I don't hate Haley like a lot of other people do. Like, I'm not on the I'm going to hate everything about this character just because she's rude at first. Like, yeah, she's rude at first. You get to know her. She has a great story arc, great character arc. Her sister, Emily. I don't like Emily. Like, I don't know what it is about her, but she just rubs me the wrong way. Yeah, I don't know. She's like stage 5 clinger, you know? Or at least that's how she comes across. And just like, oh, I like knew we would be together because of a dream I had. Like, that's a weird thing, Emily. That's a really, really weird. Who else is there? There's Penny. I feel like I said this before in my last episode, but I really find Penny to be like a wet blanket. I just don't like her. I don't at all. And that's just my opinion, you know, everyone's gonna have their own opinions about things, and I just happen to not like her all that much. I just realized that this is gonna open up tomorrow, and I'm not gonna have that one item. Yeah. Then there's Harvey, kinda same thing, he's a little bit of a wet blanket. I mean, he's a doctor. I feel like everyone's like, oh, my mom wanted me to marry a doctor or whatever. And like, I know, I get it. I can get behind why people would be like, oh yeah, I find him attractive for whatever reason. Like, he's a smart man. He is educated. He is whatever. Yeah, but his only personality trait is I really like planes. And what's his other personality trait? And like, oh, remember to wash your hands. Like, I don't know. His dialogue could be better. He could be better fleshed out as a character. He doesn't seem like fully two-dimensional to me. Hell yeah, it's gonna rain tomorrow. Which I'm totally wrong. I think I said it was good. I don't remember. Yeah, those are like my basic assumptions about people. I feel like I've talked about everyone. I'm not positive that I have, but you know. Actually, no, that doesn't go in here. Yeah. I have to do some planting today. Build a coop and farming. Who else is there? Have I talked about everyone? Stop it. There we go. Haley, Emily, Penny, Maru, Abigail, Leah. Did I talk about Leah? I know I said that, like, she would be my other romance option, I think. just because like she's easy enough to get along with. I like her story. I really like her story. Like I think she has a great one. Honestly, I think everyone has like really good story arcs. Like I just really like a lot of the characters. I think they have great story arcs. Do I know all of Penny's? I think I know all of Penny's like story arc. I think. I'm not like positive about that though. But I still think that she's a wet blanket. I don't know. But yeah, Leah's cool. I mean, I don't really have anything bad to say about any of the characters except for those two that I already mentioned. And I don't really want to harp on about that. Who else did I talk about everyone else? Okay, if anyone wants to know my favorite character in the entire game, this is my favorite character in the entire game, Linus. Not only does he have the best friendship arc of the entire game, I 100% would date that man. 100% would date him. And no, I will not go on about that. Marlon, nice to meet you. I was just peering down this old mine shaft. It's been abandoned for decades. Still, there's probably good ore down there, but a dark place, undisturbed for so long. I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. Here, take this. You might need it. Oh, look, a rusty sword. Rusty sword. Name's Marlon, by the way. I run the Adventurers Guild right outside. I'll keep my eye on you. Prove yourself, and I might think about making you a member. Would you like to enable auto attack? Yes. Okay, let's get down into the mines then. Does anyone else feel like weird about the fact that basically all of the romanceable characters in Stardew feel a little bit like they're teenagers still? Like, I don't know. The only ones that feel like they are not children are like... dealing with this crab first. There we go, finally. Okay, yeah, so basically Harvey, Elliot, and Leah, I think they're the only like older characters. And maybe Maru, because I guess she has like, I'm not positive, she does have a nursing degree. I think she like her thing says that she's helping out at the clinic, which makes me think that like she doesn't actually have a nursing degree or anything, but like I feel like she's at least college age. I know that like Sebastian is older than Maru, so he has to be like in his, you know, early to mid 20s. Abigail says she's still in school, but that could be community college. She never explicitly says like she's doing community college. She just says she's taking online courses, and that could literally mean anything. But like everyone in the game seems to be in a specific age range, and they seem very young to me. like just how they're written, not my favorite thing. And like, I would like, you know, older people today because I am not young, you know, like, I don't know. I'm turning 30 this year. I wouldn't in real life like date a 20-year-old or a 25-year-old. So like Elliot feels age appropriate to me. Again, Harvey's like literally a doctor, so he has to be at least over the age of like, what, 25? I should probably head out of here soon. Slime can go away, that can go in here, and we're gonna head out of here. Yeah, those are basically my thoughts about the dateable characters. And then there's a couple of other people that, like, I would want to be romanceable characters. Like, I think that, Clint would be, like, a cool romanceable character. I think that that could add something to the game. And I know a lot of people don't like him because, like, they're like, oh, he comes across as a neckbeard. He comes across as being, like, a creepy guy. He's, like, kind of stalkerish. There's definitely scenes that he has that are weird. And that he's like, okay, you're creepy. I feel like him and Emily would do really well together. And that's another thing, is I really, really wish that if it was possible in the game that you could literally just go, that has to go in there, that has to go in there, this, a minute, there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say that, like, if there were other characters in the game that I wanted to date, I would actually prefer it if they made characters that, like, after you get married, like, other people in town start getting married. So, like, maybe Haley and Alex get married, or, like I said, I think that Clint and Emily would be a really good fit for each other. So, like, if you don't marry one of them, then they pair up with, like, the other person in town or whatever. I think that that could add something really fun to the game. And I know that they aren't doing that. They're adding, like, what is it? Concerned April said something about, like, he was going to add, I want to say 130 character options, or, like, dialogue for all of the characters. So I guess we'll see. Also, we're having, like, 4 new, like, events. It's not what they're called. Yeah, I guess, like, events. And the hearts are gonna go up, I think. And Pierre's done for the day. Cool. Oh, I guess he's going to the bar. I'm not going to the bar. I refuse. And no, I just feel like there's, like, a lot of stuff that you could play around with, and if you use mods, then that's fantastic, because, you know, you can do that. I wasted my time watering that. I'm gonna go to bed. It's gonna rain tomorrow, it said already. Perfect. level in farming. Excellent. Okay, well, with that $490, day 6 of spring, year 1, I just realized that I didn't get the community center thing. It's fine. I can do that tomorrow probably if it's sunny. I'm actually only going to do these 2 days because I gotta get going. Thank you all for joining me today, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.